1. Overview of the crash. On August 7, 2020, Air India Express flight IX-1344, a Boeing 737-800, met with a tragic accident while attempting to land at Kozhikode Calicut International Airport in Kerala, India. The flight, part of the Indian government's Vande Bharat repatriation mission, was bringing back Indian citizens stranded in Dubai due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, 21 people lost their lives in the crash, including both pilots, and more than 160 passengers and crew members sustained injuries. 2. Details of the flight and landing attempt. The aircraft had 184 passengers, 2 pilots, and 5 crew members on board. Scheduled to land at Kozhikode International Airport, the aircraft made 2 attempts to land amid heavy rainfall, which severely reduced visibility. Kozhikode Airport has a tabletop runway, meaning it is located on a plateau with steep drop-offs at both ends, which increases the landing risk, especially in adverse weather conditions. 3. Crash circumstances. On its second attempt to land, the aircraft touched down on the runway but landed further along the surface than usual, reducing the available runway length for deceleration. Unable to stop within the remaining runway, the plane skidded off the end of the wet runway, broke through the boundary wall, and plunged down a slope, splitting into 2 parts due to the impact. 4. Challenges of the tabletop runway. Kozhikode's tabletop runway design presented additional challenges. While these runways are common in hilly regions and coastal plateaus, they leave minimal room for error. Their location on elevated terrain with steep drops can make it difficult for aircraft to decelerate safely in wet or adverse conditions, as any overshoot can lead to a significant fall. The accident raised concerns about the safety of tabletop runways in India and led to calls for stricter safety protocols. 5. Investigation findings. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA in India, along with other aviation authorities, launched a detailed investigation into the crash. The findings pointed to a mix of factors that contributed to the accident. Pilot error. The investigation report suggested that the pilot's decision-making was impacted by human factors, which included a potential misjudgment regarding the landing distance required in the wet conditions. Weather conditions. Heavy rains at the time of the landing played a crucial role, making the runway slippery and challenging to navigate. Runway conditions. The Kozhikode runway's structure and layout, along with poor weather, made it difficult for the aircraft to slow down in time. 6. Aftermath and safety recommendations. Following the incident, India's Civil Aviation Ministry announced a series of enhanced safety measures, particularly for tabletop runways across the country.